The latest person to be arraigned in court, indeed arraigned this morning, is a real shocker. It is the Sirisia MP, John Waluke. And guess what political party he belongs to? Jubilee, the ruling Jubilee party. Not only that, Waluke has always been seen to be very close to the Jubilee High Command. Indeed, during the electioneering period, he came out as one of the harshest critics of opposition leader Raila Odinga. And what must have made it even more painful for the ODM crowd is the fact that this man has been an ODM MP all along, until his dramatic defection in September 9th, 2016, in the run-up to the 2017 elections. Folks, I'm still in shock. Now, Honorable Waluke is facing several counts related to fraudulent acquisition of public property. One count reads that on February 24th, 2009, he presented a false invoice worth a whopping $1,146,000, which is equivalent to about 15 million Kenya shillings. And then on March 19th, he got paid 397 million, well over 397 million Kenya shillings. Now, at the time of me making this recording, Bwana Waluke had yet to be released on bail. The court is yet to determine whether or not to release him on bail. But going by what has happened in the past, that is a long shot, but let's wait and see. Of course, I mean, being released on bail, corruption suspects have had a very uphill task so far, as we have seen. Now, Waluke is a former military man. In fact, he was in military intelligence, and even more fascinating, military intelligence attached to President Daniel Toroitich Arap Moi. Now, there's a lot of very, very fascinating background information on this man, who ODM can never forget, especially after the 2017 elections, mainly due to his very, very abusive attacks at Raila Odinga. I mean, those attacks were so painful that even an observer would feel the pain. Anyway, we shall look very deeply into that. I'm going to tell you a few things that are really going to shock you to your bones. Okay, we'll do that immediately after the short upcoming commercial break, which is also very interesting. See you shortly.
We arrived in the bus on Wednesday.
You guys are not recording this conversation. This is AOP.
We arrived in the bus on Wednesday.
Welcome back. Now, the Sirisia seat, parliamentary seat, used to belong to a man called Moses Wetangula. And Honorable Waluke struggled for 2 consecutive elections, before he was able to get this seat finally in 2013, when, in fact, Wetangula vacated the seat and stood for senator, which he won. Senator of Bungoma. Sirisia constituency is, of course, in Bungoma County. Honorable Waluke first vied for this seat in 2002 under a Kanu ticket, and lost. And then in 2007, he vied on an ODM ticket. Wetangula, of course, vied on Ford Kenya. Now, it is widely believed that Waluke actually won those elections. Several witnesses say that actually the returning officer announced Waluke the winner. But the certificate was handed over to Bwana Wetangula under very mysterious circumstances. Anyway, the interesting bit here is that that petition is still in court. I'm telling you, Kenya's justice system those days, total nightmare. Anyway, the petition was overtaken by events because in 2013, John Waluke finally got elected on an ODM ticket. Shortly after that, he came to national limelight for the wrong reasons. Some of you will remember the incident in Bungoma where he exchanged bitter words in public with his wife. They were having a domestic quarrel in full view of the public in the streets, somewhere in Bungoma. Now, Honorable Waluke was always criticized during his first term in parliament as working too closely to the government. But as the Waswahili say, mahali kuna moshi, kuna moto. Where there's smoke, there's fire. Because these allegations of being a Jubilee man were finally confirmed and put to rest on September 9, 2016, when Bwana Waluke defected. He defected to Jubilee. Now, in the first part of this video, I had mentioned that he was a military intelligence officer attached to President Daniel Arap Moi. This was around 1997, as Moi was coming to the tail end of his very long 24-year reign. Now, as an intelligence officer attached to the presidency, you get to go to every single function the president goes to. It's very easy to brush shoulders with the president. And one day, President Moi posed the question to him, why Bungoma people are so much against Kanu. Waluke replied that the president's appointment on the ground were telling him lies. They were not reaching out to the people. And that is why the party had no support in the grassroots. Because the people purporting to represent the president of the ground had lost touch with the voters, the people on the ground. Now, this next bit is super fascinating, because Waluke saw an opportunity, to use this closeness to the presidency to do something for his people. The government announced the recruitment of primary school trainee teachers. They were going to be employed by the government. And so Bwana Waluke approached President Moi at that time and begged for 20 places, for his people on the ground in Bungoma. The president must have remembered the earlier conversation, because he wrote him an open letter to take to the PS in education. The letter from the President of the Republic of Kenya to the PS education ordered the PS to assist Waluke. So instead of Waluke requesting for these 20 positions he had begged for, he told the PS that the president had actually ordered that he be awarded 300 places, 300 employment opportunities for people in Bungoma, which was promptly awarded. I mean, you don't expect a PS in those days to call President Moi and ask him, mzee, ni kweli ulisema nipatie huyu mtu nafasi 300? There's no way of confirming. So he got his 300 places, and this is the way Honorable John Waluke launched his political career. Very interesting background. At least I find it very interesting. Now, you will understand, my previous recording, where I said that both President Uhuru Kenyatta and His Excellency Raila Odinga need to be cushioned against these corruption prosecutions, especially the ones against politicians, because Waluke is a political heavyweight. It is very safe to say that this is a big fish who has been charged in a court of law over corruption-related offenses. Of course, Honorable John Waluke is completely innocent until proven guilty. That is what our laws say. Yeah. However, he has been charged, and we can confidently say this is a very big Jubilee fish that has been charged. And in my view, it just emphasizes, how serious this fight against corruption is. A lot of Kenyans are still very skeptical, right? Quite rightly so. Because nobody has been actually successfully convicted yet. However, in the history of our country, we have never reached this place. Never ever. This place where there are so many big, powerful people being charged in court for corruption. Until next time, this is Kshs, Kumekucha.